Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Lewis here from Next Gen Framers, and in this week's video we got pre-frame behind me. I am in a shop, as you guys can kind of see right there. Take a look at that. I'm in the shop. So first video ever posted was about pre-frame, because that's exactly when I started doing videos. So I thought that since we have more subscribers than the 0 as when we started with that video, I thought that we would do another video on that. So that's what this is going to be. I got Thomas and Edward here helping me. They're not currently here. They're actually going to get breakfast right now. So we're going to wait and we'll get started when they get back. While we're waiting, I can try to shoot some boots.
That's an air ball.
And our shoots for Cruz. Use it, Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from... Back out Paul George. George tries, can't hit. Oklahoma City was right there. George misses again.
Tool tip of the day is this blower. I mean, freaking massive. 60-volt battery on there, and we'll show you what she does. I can edit all this out. Fine, make it take it 2-0. Move it 11. Here, keep them outlet. This is it. Hurry, bro. That's not why you wore that shirt. I don't know, do it again. You can't. Ah, shit. That's cheating. Oh, yeah! Hey! Too easy for the 6th win. Oh, and one! I was telling you, I thought we were done. Yeah, we are. Alrighty guys, these are the stations that we have in here, and it's kind of what makes it go so fast. So we got 2x6 10-footers, we have 2x6 9-footers, and so me and Edward are going to be putting these together for wall partitions, and then we'll get 2x4s over here, which we have 9s and 10s, and we'll put those together for corners, because you have a lot of corners in a house, and a lot of wall partitions, because a lot of walls obviously. Over here we have 2x12s, which Thomas is putting up, and these are going to be for headers, and headers for the windows and headers for the doors is what we got going on. And then we got Moses over here just hanging out. What's up, dude? Tap me up. Bam. But yeah, I'm gonna have Thomas explain what we got going on here.
What we got here is we're building headers for windows right now. So this is our sheet that I'm taking measurements from. We're going to do window 3 right here. So that's 36 inches. And we already got the stop set to that. So I just grab two 2x12s, look at them, make sure they're straight. See where the cup is. Cup has to do with the bow up and down, and you put the cups together so that when you nail them together it crushes them out. So I'll just put them on top of each other, flush up the back side that goes up against the saw, put an 8-penny nail on that just to hold it. We'll nail it with 3-inch nails from the nail gun. And then I'll probably go to the about 3 feet down, because that's what 36 inches is, 3 feet down. Put another nail in there, flushing up the outside, and then I will come over here, look at it, see if this end is split, so I want to cut more off of it so it gets rid of the split. And then we'll pull it through to the stop, which is right over there. Make sure it's nice and flush, tight up against there. And before we cut it, we're going to put a nail on the other side so they don't have to reflush things up. And we'll cut that. Now we got our 36-inch header, and it is window 3. So I'll mark that on there. W3. Both sides, so that the boys can see it at the job site when they're looking at the pile. Bring it over here, stack it up. I'll mark the side that was up against the fence, which is this side, and this side will go up against the table saw fence. Once I've finished the header, I'll cross it off on the sheet so I know which ones I've done, and then we'll move on to the next one. And pretty much you just repeat the process of making sure that sides are flush. That's a screw, not a nail. Make sure the sides are flush. Fasten it. Make sure this side's flush, since I'm not going to cut it again. Put it up against the stop. Put another nail in it. And cut away. And then we just mark it again. W4. W4. And mark the fence side, which is a good side. And we'll put that on the pile. And we go again.
Alright, so I got my 2x6, 2x6, 9-foot corners that I have to do. I got my station set up. This 2x6 is screwed into the sawhorses to where it won't move, and I have something to go off of. So I just take my 2x6, slap it up against it, like that. And then I take my next 2x6 to put it on top to where I get that nice corner going that way and down. And then take and just nail it together. Flush up the sides. Just add more nails to reinforce it. And then once I do that, take that to my pile right here to where it can be banded up and taken out of here. And then repeat the process. I have to do 8 of these, so it won't be that much. I want to stay like about 4 inches back, just in case we have to cut these.
All right, Thomas finished all of the window headers. So next step is cutting them down. I believe we're going to be cutting them at 10 and an eighth is what all these windows are going to be ripped at. So we're gonna got the setup right here, and this is a great setup if you guys can get this in your shop or area. It's a Grizzly. That brand is absolutely amazing. We use this and we've had this for a long time, and definitely recommend getting it and getting yourself a nice bench that spreads out for just really anything ripping. So ripping this, once we rip it, we're gonna have Edward nail it with the nail gun, and how we nail it I'll show you guys in a sec. Now that it's ripped, it is going to be nailed. So Edward's going to put 3 nails in at a slight angle because the thickness of the nails is bigger than the actual wood. And then 3 nails going across and about 6 inches apart. Make sure none of the nails are peeking out. Nail them in if they are. Make sure it's flat on the bottom as well. There's no nails sticking out. Once we're done with that, we're going to bring them over here, and we're just going to stack them up on some dunnage, and then we will wrap them up when they're done. We'll actually rip all the big ones first, put those on the bottom, and then that'll be it. And as you guys can see, Thomas said before, they are numbered W28, and you do them on both sides. So that way we can walk up to the whole pile and we can go on either side and we can see, because there's some long ones and then there's some, the way we stack them, there's some smaller ones are put next to each other so you can only see one side of them. So that's why we number on both sides so we don't have to worry about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the headers. Just get those stacked up, banded, and then put those out and move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, I got the same exact thing that Edward just did going on. I got my 2x6. I'm doing 10-foot 2x6 corners. I have about 43 of them. So I got my 2x6 screwed in to my sawhorses. Then I'm just going to do exactly what he did. Take another 2x6, put it up against it, take another one, put it on top, and just flush it up the outside and nail it in. Making sure it's flush all around the whole way, working it as I go. And like Edward said, keeping it 4 inches away from the edge.
Can't pass that
And then I just come back, and if I need to add any more nails to make sure it's good, and then I'm good there. And then I'm going to simply take this, bring it outside, and stack it up like Edward did. So kind of the key to pre-frame to make it go faster is really just us going as fast as possible. We're in an environment where it's like we're walking a couple of feet, like maybe like 2 or 3 steps from everything. As you saw Thomas's setup, it was all right there. Edward's setup was right there. My stuff is right here. All I do is take it from here, put it on here, put it together, stack it up, and then we're just gonna band it, throw it on the truck, and we're all done. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna take now, and I'm just gonna go as fast as I can, getting 43 of these knocked out, and I'm gonna move on to the next thing, whether it's 2x4 corners, 2x4 or partitions, whatever it is, and I'm just gonna go as fast as possible and getting this done in under in between 6 to 8 hours. If you guys do have any questions about any of this that's going on, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you guys on those for sure. Also, if you're in Kansas, the Kansas area, the pre-frame is actually our business. Like, we have a business of building pre-frames for people that build houses. We pretty much take the plans of the job, and what my dad will do is he'll put it on the computer and he'll pretty much figure out how many corners you need, 2x6, 2x4, whatever they are, and then how many headers, and then we'll also go over crips in a few minutes. We'll do crips and we'll show you guys all of that, and what it does on the computer is it translates into how many, and then we'll put it in a piece of paper. So what it translates into is this. So take it off the clipboard and kind of show you guys what we have here. If you guys can kind of see, we got all of, so what it is, it's gonna have W, so down the side here is gonna be like, you can barely see, but it's W, which stands for window, and it'll give you the length and whatever the length and the width is, and then it'll also give you what it's ripped at, and then it'll also give you whatever the crips are for the windows, because obviously you have your studs and then you have your crip, and then the header is going to go inside the crib. There we also have however many doors. We also have doors in there, and you can figure that all out on the print. And you do, when you're on the job anyways, you're on the job and you're figuring out what it is, and then you're going to go make it. What we do, it's all on the computer, made into this nice little format sheet, and then we print it out, and then this is pretty much what we take. We cut everything out into that way. It also has all of our header crips and header lengths, and then we also, in the back here, is we have the basement, first floor, and I believe there is a second floor on here as well. It'll give you the length, the type, and the quantity of how many 8 foot, 9 foot, or 10 foot, which is what we need, 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 2x4, 2x6, corners, partitions, pretty much any of those that we need, because those are the most tedious that you have to put together, as you just saw me putting together those. Instead of having to do that on the job, you do it here, and then it's done. You just go on the job grabbing it, especially in these hot or these cold climates. But as I was saying, anybody that's in Kansas, Missouri, this area, we are open. If you guys are watching this video, we're open to building the pre-frame for you here, and we'll bring it to your job. If you guys are interested, you guys can leave it in the comment section that you are, and I can get back to you guys on that. But yeah, Kansas, Missouri, pretty much anywhere around Kansas we can deliver it to you. Obviously it costs money to do that, but if you guys are interested, let me know, and we can definitely do that for you guys.
Hey, you're good.
You're good.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Good on this side?
Yeah.
Now let's not
Hey.
that.
Good?
I'll tell you want to jump.
It's me. Actually, go down.
No.
Go in and down.
No,
To you.
come on.
No, go to you first.
No.
Good. Down.
forward?
Straight down.
What?
Straight down. You have nowhere to go forward.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
You can do the wrap up of the video. Yeah, I do.
I think we got the headers, Lewis, still. Oh. Alright guys, we just finished the pre-frame. We're just loading it up on the trailer to where it can be hauled out of here. Yeah, it took a long time. We ran out of material at one point, but we got it done. Took about 9 hours, maybe 8 or 9 hours, a couple breaks in between. But yeah, that's the whole thing. We will strap it all up. This thing's got its own straps. And then we'll come out here, cut off all these dunnage pieces that are hanging out, and then put her back right there, and then wait till tomorrow, hook it up, and then we're off. But yeah, this simple way to get the job done fast. Saves time in the long run. There you go.